The Raiders, of course, finished with a 6-11 record and did not meet the expectations they set for themselves at the beginning of this season, as the team gets back to the drawing board and looks to make some big improvements in the offseason.
The thing you do is you take the best day you can have, and you continue to do that and produce those through the offseason and improve the football team in any way that you can. We have a lot of things to evaluate, obviously, and we know a lot more now than we did last January. We've got a year full of evidence of what we need to make better. Look, every year you're trying to win. Every game you're trying to win. I think everybody in this organization wants to do that, and that's what we're going to be hard at work to do.
For the Raiders, the 2022 season was a whirlwind with many highs and lows. Now, with last season in the rearview, it's time to rest and reflect before the off-season is in full swing.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm feeling pretty dialed in. Dropped a golf ball right there, but we're ready to go low. We got the Wynn Golf Club balls right here. Big yellows. We're going to be able to see them from a mile. Swing felt okay on the range. Sculled a couple, topped a couple, chunked a couple, but hopefully we got all those out of the way.
You could edit my face on him.
Let's go, boys. Hell yeah. Great shot, man. It's hard to get clubbed out here because you're playing at elevation. About a 160 shot. Hit a pitching wedge.
Get there. Get there. Let's go.
2 birdies. We just got to keep it going.
Little 7-iron. We can edit this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My God.
Team's doing great. The vibes are high. Score, I wish was a little lower.
A little bit. There we go. Oh! Yeah! Lone Ranger, baby. Get natural there, pal. Nice job, boy. Nice job, buddy. Yeah. Huh?
After a quick break, the Raiders staff are immersed in their plans to reassess and strengthen the roster. Starting with defensive coordinator Patrick Graham serving as national team head coach for the 2023 Senior Bowl.
You kind of being out here at the Senior Bowl and then the Shrine Bowl being out in Vegas, how much do you guys have such close access to these 2 games really? How does that make you confident going into the draft?
Again, I think it's a head start. Again, unfortunately, they didn't make it to the playoffs, so you get a head start there. Then now you get in terms of the process, you get to be around the guys. That's a head start because the film is the film. We talk about the film is their resume. That gets them in the door. Then these all-star games, and then when you start meeting them, those become the interviews. So right now, I told the guys when I met with them the other day, I said, this is your first interview.
Ready? Good break, good break.
Let's go, find them, get lined up. There it is, good, perfect. There it is, good. Put it right there at the 45, right hash. 45, clock's running. 45, clock's running. Strike, lock it out. There we go. Pop it, throw the rip.
Pat has a lot of the qualities to be a head coach in this league. You definitely get a more inside perspective because he's coaching the team. There's just so many things that happen on a day-to-day basis when you're with a team and you're with players every day that you really get the full picture of who the player is and how they prepare and what it means to them. And I think those types of observations are as valuable as the observations that are on the field.
Those guys have been great to me, so, I'm real appreciative of that.
After the Senior Bowl, the Raiders front office heads to Indianapolis for another opportunity to evaluate talent before the 2023 NFL Draft.
8 hours, planes are going to be landing into Indianapolis, and it's 32 teams. And most of the teams send their entire coaching staffs, their entire front office.
Raider Nation, what is going on? Eddie Pascal. We are here at the Indianapolis Convention Center, rocking and rolling and bringing you everything you need to know in terms of the 2023 Scouting Combine.
Indianapolis, Indiana, Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts, and we are awfully excited to be here in the 317, the crossroads of America, for the NFL Scouting Combine.
You know, what we need is a group of young players to become the core of this team going forward.
So we're going to do everything we can do to evaluate every player at that position, but the goal eventually is to try to have a young player here that's going to be a Raider for a long time.
This is what the Combine's all about, kids.
Your first year, you're kind of always in the first time phase. And last year, at this time, we were so busy trying to hire our staff and put everything together that we really hadn't had an opportunity to evaluate and dig into our own team or get ahead on the next waves of acquisition phases of the offseason with the draft, the combine, free agency. And so we were really behind.
We're coming into this segment of the offseason with a lot more clarity of what the Raiders need to do in the offseason, where our strengths are and where our weaknesses are. We know a lot more about our players in general. With this new coaching staff and this system, so we have a lot more clarity in that regard too, of like just talking the same language, what the value of the players, and whether it be free agency, the draft. We're not talking two different languages this year, we're talking the same language. Our scouts are curious, and I think that's a really good trait to have. They're curious about what they don't know. They're curious about learning more. And I think having that kind of growth mindset with the scouts that we have on staff is going to be a really important part of us continuing to evolve and grow as a scouting department.
This is the beginning. It's not the end of the evaluation by any means, but they have an opportunity to make an impression on us. We have an opportunity to make an impression on them. And so it's a two-way street, learning a lot about them.
It's a really valuable time to get that initial impression, get that initial interaction, and start to kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together on each individual prospect.
Just excited about, this opportunity to improve, and we know that there's areas on our football team we want to add competition, and we're excited to find those guys that are going to do that.
NFL free agency is set to officially start this afternoon.
The window where players can sign with a new team coincides with the kickoff of a new league this year. Several top free agents have already negotiated contracts with new teams. As a result, we're expecting to see some similar faces in new places once training camp starts this summer.
Raider Nation is tight end O.J. Howard. I'm excited to be on board. I'm thankful for the opportunity.
Duke Shelley here, cornerback. Let's win, baby.
What's going on, Raider Nation? Jaquan Johnson here, safety. Excited to be here, ready to work.
It's Cam Sims here, receiver. Ready to get to work, ready to do big things out here.
Happy to be here, happy to get to work, happy to help this organization however I can.
Man, I'm super excited to get here and get to work, add to this defense, add value to this team, and go win some games.
John Jenkins, defensive tackle, coming in here and trying to do what I need to do to just win, baby.
I don't got too many promises, but I promise that I will be my best every day.
And I can't wait to give you my heart and soul out on that football field.
I had the chance to put on that silver and black a couple years ago. It was a feeling like no other.
No, I can't wait to go out there and give you guys everything I got. I'm just thankful to be here and I'm blessed and I can't wait to get going.
And for the first time in 9 seasons, the Raiders have questions under center. Acquiring a quarterback is a top priority this offseason.
What are the Raiders doing at quarterback? They let go of the franchise guy, 9 years with the team. There is no, we're letting go of him because we have him. To me, the Las Vegas Raiders, a veteran team up and down the roster with a coach in Josh McDaniels that is now going into year 2 with a lot of people wondering, well, what is the plan? I find the Raiders fascinating in year 2 for McDaniels and Ziegler. I want to see what they do.
The quarterback position, I think more than any other position on the field, there's a very large neck up component to being successful at that position. And so it's just different because the amount of responsibility and the amount of neck up intangibles that you have to have for that position make it different.
He's going to have to handle adversity. So toughness is going to be a prerequisite. It's very difficult to go through the National Football League season and not deal with some things, whether they be physically, mentally, emotionally. There's going to be swings during the course of the season that the quarterback has to handle, and we know he gets the credit when we win. We also know he gets the blame when we lose, and so being able to be mentally tough, physically tough is really important for us. And he's going to have to be able to grow, and show the aptitude that he can learn, think, and continue to improve, because no matter who it is, veteran, young player, this position is ever evolving. You're going to need to be able to acclimate into a new system, into a new place with new teammates, new coaches.
There is a new show coming to Vegas.
Jimmy Garoppolo, quarterback, Las Vegas Raiders.
What we know he is, he's a winner. It's Jimmy Garoppolo headed to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Garoppolo throws it McCaffrey. He's got it! Electrifying! Throwing, caught for the touchdown!
I mean, this is just a smart move. I mean, it just makes sense for Josh. It makes sense for Jimmy.
Third down and 5. Garoppolo pulls it down. End zone. What a throw and catch. Touchdown IU.
Garoppolo throws. It is caught and taken all the way.
The relationship between Josh McDaniels and Jimmy Garoppolo going back to their New England days, it always made sense.
The quarterback is usually the leader of your football team.
Tone today. Hey, let's go. Set the tone, boys. Just win, boys. Just win. That's it.
Toughness is going to be a prerequisite. You're going to have to handle adversity.
Let's go see how we handle a little adversity, huh? Hey, stay locked in. We got to score again, man.
You're going to need to be able to acclimate into a new system, into a new place with new teammates, new coaches.
The Raiders are closing in on a deal with quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. Sources say after 6 seasons and Super Bowl appearance with the Niners, Jimmy G is on his way to Vegas to reunite with Josh McDaniels.
Raider Nation, what's going on, guys? Glad to be here. Just made it official. Can't wait to get to work, man. Let's go get this thing. Go get some W's.
I'm so excited to be here. Get this thing rolling, meet the guys. I've met a couple of them around the facility, and it seems like a good family around here. Good people, and that's what it all starts with. In the locker room, I try to just be myself, honestly. I think guys, we spend so much time with each other that guys see through you if you're fake. So I try to be myself, be authentic, and I think guys respect that, and at the end of the day, that's what you want.
Jimmy Garoppolo back with McDaniels, so he doesn't have to relearn an entire offense. It seems like a massively great fit for all parties.
Josh kind of raised me in this league. When I was a rookie, I didn't understand, ball too well, and he taught me everything. Just seeing Tom and Josh learn from the two of them as a young player elevated my game so much and took me to a different level that I didn't know of. And I think he knows what I like, what I don't like, and we're just going to keep trying to push the envelope together and grow together. It was really cool just to see Josh. I talked to him on the phone, the other day. Brought back a lot of memories. We've had a lot of good times. We won some games together, and I think we've both grown as people just since the last time we've seen each other. So it'll be exciting to get in the film room with him, get on the blackboard, get on the field. It's all going to start to come together.
Josh is a phenomenal play caller, one of the best in the league, I think, and whenever you get that opportunity to join a guy like that, you got to take it. What's up, everyone?
As far as you've taken teams and as much as you've done, is there still stuff to prove, like at this point, when you come into a new situation?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I know every player says that when they come up to their first press conference, but that's my goal. I want to go get a ring, get the silver and black back to where it should be. And I know it's not an easy process, but it'll be worth it. What's up, guys? Appreciate it. What's going on?
It's really cool. It's really cool. It's different. I like that. Hey, there we go. I think I get a neighbor or something.
Wow. Enormous. Awesome. Can't wait. What's up, guys?
Welcome, Jimmy! Yeah!
Appreciate it. The mindset I'll be bringing to the stadium is just a will to win, honestly. Bring all the guys along, get everyone on the same page, and go win some games here. These fans, I mean, I've played for some good fans in the past, but I've heard Raider Nation is different. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, hearing you guys, and just feeling you on the field. It was a fumble. It was a fumble.
For the Raiders, the pieces are starting to come together. The next stop, the 2023 NFL Draft.
Raider Nation, the stadium's unreal. Got goosebumps walking in there, and I just can't wait to see it filled up with you guys, man. And hear how loud you guys are and passion we bring. It's gonna be a fun year. Can't wait. See you guys.